Hi, I'm Adria Handley, and we're at Radici in downtown Portsmouth, and today we're going to make tiramisu. To start, we're going to begin with 3 egg yolks. You're going to put that in the bowl of a stand mixer, 3 egg yolks, and about half a cup of sugar. I'm going to start those, and we're going to beat those on high for several minutes until the egg yolks get light and fluffy. Okay, so after a few minutes, you get egg yolks that get this nice light lemony yellow color and get nice and fluffy. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in our mascarpone cheese, which is our Italian cream cheese, and that's what's going to hold the tiramisu together. We're going to add 1 pound of mascarpone. And again, we're going to beat that on high until it gets nice and fluffy again. So after about 4 or 5 minutes on high speed, you've got about the right consistency with the mascarpone mixture. You're looking for almost a marshmallow fluff consistency. So we're going to put together our coffee mixture. We're going to start with 1.5 cups of coffee. This can be any old coffee you've got kicking around. It doesn't need to be warm. It's good use for leftover coffee. We have about 1/2 cup of a coffee-flavored liqueur and about 1/2 cup of an amaretto. Okay. So we've got those combined. We've got our mascarpone mixture, and we have the ladyfingers, which are the 3 major components to this tiramisu. We use a pre-made ladyfinger because you get a nice crunch that you don't get if you make a soft homemade ladyfinger. So we're going to put this together in a springform pan. We do a 9-inch springform pan, and we're going to start with about 1/4 of our mascarpone mixture. So you want to spread that out in a really thin layer on the bottom there, just like that. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start dipping ladyfingers into the coffee mixture and assembling it in the pan. You want to dip them, if you have a sugared side up, because you're going to get a nice crunch in the tiramisu that way. You want to dip them quickly so they don't go completely soggy. You want to make sure you use partial ladyfingers to cover in all those gaps in the pan. Okay, so once you've got 1 layer of the ladyfingers, you're going to go ahead and you're going to add another layer of the mascarpone cheese. You want to just spread that mascarpone out in a thin layer just to cover the ladyfingers, and then we're going to start with another layer of the ladyfingers alternating the direction. And again with another layer of the mascarpone. We're going to do that one more time for a total of 3 layers of ladyfingers. So we're going to finish up with the last of our mascarpone. Now that we've got the tiramisu layered, we're going to top it with a mixture of confectioner's sugar and cocoa powder. We're going to use about 1/2 cup of each. Just want to stir those together. Once you've got those mixed together, you're going to sift them over the top of your tiramisu. Now once you've got that tiramisu covered with your chocolate and confectioner's sugar mixture, we're going to plastic wrap it and refrigerate it overnight so that the flavors have time to mix together and the whole thing has time to set. Okay, now the tiramisu has sat overnight and the layers have had a chance to sit and kind of all meld together. You can see you've got the ladyfinger and the mascarpone layers there, and the chocolate's had a chance to sit up. We've also taken the sides off the springform pan, and then we're going to portion it. And for both of those, you want to use a sharp knife dipped in warm water. That's going to help you cut through it a little easier, and you're not going to have some of the dragging issues you might otherwise. But still, just go ahead and keep dipping that knife back in there. Make sure you're cutting through it cleanly. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get a plate set up. We've got some chocolate sauce. We have some creme anglaise, which is a vanilla sauce, and we've got our house raspberry sauce. We're going to use just a little skewer to drag through there and create a decorative pattern. This first piece is always a little tricky. But there we have our finished tiramisu.